Amos.
Hi, Andy. Well, where you heading for now, son?
Oh, I'm meeting the Kingfish over on Lennox. He's going to snap some snapshots of me. You know how I'm always giving pictures to gals, and right now the demand is bigger than the supply.
Yeah, well, I guess you're going to need a lot of pictures to take care of all them gal friends of yours.
Oh, yeah, it's always something. But I tell you, Amos, it's a big expense falling in love with 30 or 40 gals at the same time. Well, see you around, Amos. Yeah, Kingfish, that was a good picture you took of me leaning against that Cadillac.
Yeah, and even one more feeling here, Andy. Suppose you stand over here by the jewelry store here, and I'll get a good shot of you.
Oh, wait a minute, Kingfish. You've been shooting pictures of me all day. Let me shoot this last one of you. You stand over by the jewelry store.
Okay, I ain't very photo-anemic, but go ahead.
Now, raise your head a little there, Kingfish. That ball knob of yours is shining right under the lens. Watch out there, mister. What you know about that?
Oh, that's a fine thing. You go to take my picture and take a picture of that fella.
Oh, I see.
Police! 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 Call the police! I've just been robbed.
George, what's in the paper that's interesting you so much?
Oh, just looking over the international situation, honey. Just looking it over. The robbery over at Robinson's jewelry store. And they see here, the crook got away with over $10,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah, they say they're offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the criminal's arrest.
See here, it happened about 2:30 in the afternoon. Something awful familiar about that picture. Holy mackerel!
George, what's the matter?
Me and Andy got a picture of the man that robbed us. Oh, boy, $1,000 reward.
George, what you talking about?
Honey, me and Andy were taking pictures over in front of Robinson's jewelry store yesterday about 2:30. And just as Andy was about to snap my picture, a fella ran out the jewelry store right in front of the camera. And that was the crook. And me and Andy got his picture. And Andy has got the film in his pocket right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. That means $1,000 for Andy.
$1,000, and Andy got the film in his pocket.
Now, see here, George Stevens, you ain't figuring on getting that film away from Andy and getting the reward for yourself, is you?
Why, honey, what in the world would give you an idea like that? That boy is just like a brother to me. Just like a brother.
Well, that's better. I better go in and get supper started.
And anyway, to get that film away from the boy, he'd have to be unconscious. Unconscious. Thank you, Lightning.
You're welcome, Mr. Kingfish.
Wait a minute. Lightning, what is you detouring around there, boy?
I just being careful. Because everything liable to fall and knock somebody unconscious.
Yeah, I gotta get that fixed one of these days. Yeah, Lightning.
Yeah, Mr. Kingfish?
I'll get Andy over here right away. And incidentally, Lightning, run down to the drugstore and get some bandages, a bottle of witch hazel, and some iodine.
what's the desk doing over there?
Well, I moved the desk over here so I could get a little more sunlight on it here.
Oh, yeah. Lightning said you wanted to see me about something.
Yeah, being you wasn't doing nothing, I thought you might want to engage in a friendly game of canasta.
Canasta?
Sit down, Andy.
Oh, yeah. I ain't never played no canasta, Kingfish. It's hard to learn.
Well, it is from that angle. Move your chair.
Where must I put it?
Oh, any place. How about putting it on them chalk marks there?
Hey, what is them chalk marks doing on the floor there anyway, Kingfish?
Oh, that's left over from an old game of tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right on the left case.
Something wrong, Kingfish?
Yeah, Andy, would you mind removing your derby there? One of the first rules of canasta is to play with your hat off.
Oh, yeah. Deal them on out there, Kingfish.
Well, now, Andy, as you is all set here, I'll get us a cold drink from the ice box in the back of the lodge hall.
Good.
And have there, beloved brother Andy, I'm going to give you the honor of the first deal. Yes, sir, the honor of the first deal. Brother Andy, would you mind dealing just a wee bit to the left? That's a lovely dealing angle. Yeah, keep dealing. Keep dealing.
I thought you went to get some cold drink.
So I did. I'll have to go out again.
Well, I'm still dealing the cards, yeah? How will I know when to stop?
Oh, you'll know all right, Andy. You'll know.
Something wrong, Kingfish?
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong. Mind your own business and keep dealing.
Well, I done run out of cards, yeah? I'll have to get some drinks.
Oh, no, Brother Andy. You sit right there and relax. Sit right there. Yeah, I'll go get it.
Yeah. Kingfish, what is you peeping at?
Oh, never mind. Nothing ever works for me. Andy, will you please?
What do now, Lightning?
Andy, what are you doing standing there? You're supposed to be unconscious.
Now, take it easy, Kingfish. The plaster done fell out of the ceiling and hit you on the head.
Yes, and it's all your fault.
Oh, my fault. How did you figure that?
That plaster was supposed to hit you on the head. And by it not hitting you on the head, I got concussion of the brain. You in a jam, boy. Yes, sir. You was guilty of illegal substitution of the cranium.
Now, wait a minute, Kingfish.
Wait a minute, nothing. I'm suing you for $500.
$500? Where would I get $500?
From the $1,000 reward you're going to get for turning in the crook that robbed Robinson's jewelry store.
Kingfish, would you slow down just a little? I was doing too many things here that I don't know nothing about.
Andy, you remember when you were taking my picture in front of the jewelry store yesterday, and that fella running in front of the camera? He was robbing the store, and they're offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. And you got his picture right on that film.
Holy smokes, $1,000 reward.
Why, certainly, Andy. We had the picture developed, turned it over to the police. They catches the crook. They gives you the $1,000 reward. You gives me $500. I settles my lawsuit, and you were $500 richer than you was when you got out of bed this morning. Come on, Andy. Lightning, clean up this mess here. Come on, Andy.
Think about this picture, Kingfish. After all, that crook...
Andy, nobody knows about this but me and you. All we got to do is keep our mouth shut. Keep our mouth shut.
Yeah.
Oh, Flower, I'm so glad I run into you. Say, had you heard the news about Andy Brown? Andy Brown? Why, yes. He got a picture of the holdup man that robbed Robinson's jewelry store. And Andy Brown is in for $1,000 reward.
You don't say so.
And listen here, Clara, don't breathe this to nobody.
Why, of course not. Imagine that. Andy Brown's going to get $1,000 reward.
Well, that's quite an unexpected spitball for the boy. What? Why, of course. I wouldn't dream of breathing a word about it to no one. I happen to know that case is in the bag. A fellow lodge member of mine has a picture of the crook. He took it when he saw him come out of the jewelry store.
You don't mean it.
Oh, yes.
Frankie, open up. It's me, Pete. There's trouble, Frankie. Big trouble.
Take it easy, Pete. There ain't no trouble. We're lying low. We'll get rid of the jewelry tomorrow. We're in the clear.
Look, Frankie, a guy got your picture coming out of that jewelry store.
My picture? Where did you get this?
From a guy in the subway. They got your picture coming out of the jewelry store, Frankie. They got your picture.
Yeah. There was a guy standing in front of that jewelry store. A guy with a camera. Who is this guy that's got that picture?
I don't know. All I know is somebody's got your picture. What are you going to do, Frankie?
I'm going to find the guy that's got that picture and cure him of a very nasty habit. Breathing.
Well, Andy and the Kingfish started out to get that roll of film developed. First, they tried the drugstore around the corner from the lodge. Then they went a little further uptown. And then they went across town. And then they went downtown. And then they went back uptown again. And then the Kingfish decided to take matters in his own hands.
Say, Kingfish, I done found a druggist down the street. We don't need no druggist, Andy. We're going to develop the film ourselves. I got all the dope right here on this book.
But Kingfish, you don't know nothing about it.
Andy, pick up the stuff. Pick up the stuff, yeah.
All right.
And we're going to use the spare room in the basement for the dark room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going to do a good job on this here film, too. One of them regular good jobs. Come on, Andy.
But Kingfish,
Oh, come on, son, come on. Careful there, son.
Don't worry about me.
Well, you didn't break nothing, you clumsy ox. Get up from there. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's the matter now?
All of a sudden, my head feels awful down. Wait a minute.
That sulfuric acid sure went to work on your head there, boy. You look like General Custer the day after. Use this room here for the dark room.
Hey, Kingfish. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Why, certainly, Andy. All the directions is right here in this book.
Oh, yeah.
Step 1, read directions carefully. You see there, Andy? The thing is a breeze.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Step 2, assemble the... assemble the... Andy, I think the wind just changed on us. Is you familiarize yourself with that word?
It ain't parachute, is it, Kingfish? Maybe this book is for developing aerial pictures.
No, I don't think it's parachute. I agree there's a para there, but there ain't no oot. And in order to have a parachute, you got to have a oot.
That's one of the paras, all right. Maybe it's paragoric.
No, there ain't no Goric in there neither. The thing to do is phonetic.
Oh, yeah.
Paraphernalia. That's the word, Andy, paraphernalia.
Oh, boy, now we're getting someplace.
Yeah, certainly, Andy. Pass me the paraphernalia.
Oh, yeah. Which bottle is it?
The wind done changed on us again, son. We better get on to the next step.
Yeah.
Next step. In the absence of a developing light, the film must be developed in total darkness.
Yeah, well, read the next step.
Yeah. Turn the light back on, Andy. You see here to turn out the light. But if we turn out the light, we can't read the directions. And if we can't read the directions, how are we going to develop the film?
Yeah. I wonder if MGM has this trouble.
Andy, I've got it. You stay in here with the light off, and I'll go out in the hall and call the directions through the door to you.
Yeah.
Andy, it's so simple. I don't see why we didn't think of it before.
Yeah. I guess we ain't as simple-minded as we should be.
Hey, you. Come here.
Okay, Andy.
Okay, Kingfish.
Turn out the light.
Turn out the light.
Get the developing tray.
Get the developing tray.
Unroll the film.
Unroll the film.
Prepare the acid bath.
Prepare the acid bath.
How is the acid?
This is on the bitter side.
Keep your mind on your business, stupid. Be with you in a minute, mister. Open development tank.
Open development tank.
The meter's right there behind the furnace. Pour acid in development tank.
Pour acid in development tank.
The meter is right there by the furnace.
I didn't come here to read no meter.
Excuse me, mister, for protruding, but your face look familiar. Ain't I see? I'm afraid I has.
What'll I do now, Kingfish?
You developing something in there?
Oh, no, sir, we ain't developing nothing. That is a special picture that we taken yesterday.
Now, look it, fella. I understand that someone over here in this large hall has a certain picture of me. Now, where is it?
Mister, I don't know nothing about no picture, who took no picture, or nothing about it.
Now, listen. Somebody over here snapped a picture of me, and I'm going to fix him good.
Kingfish, why ain't you, well, if it ain't photographer Brown.
Oh, I didn't know you had company. Me and my friend here was developing a picture. You see, yesterday afternoon, we got a picture of the man that robbed the jewelry store. So when he catches the dirty crook, we gets $1,000 reward, and he gets 15 years in jail. You see, you know, mister, you got the longest index finger I'd ever seen. Kingfish, ain't this the man that was... Oh.
All right. I want that roll of film, and I want it now.
I'll get a man to fill him, Andy. We don't want no trouble.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll get it myself.
It's right there on the table, mister.
Hey, let me out! Let me out of here! Ain't but one thing to do, and that's take the film to the drugstore and have it developed as fast as they can.
Oh, me, my heart feel like it's coming through my coat.
Going someplace?
Oh, yeah, we going out. Kingfish.
Out of my way! How do you do?
There they are.
Yes?
I'm looking for my wife.
I'm looking for her, too.
closer. Come on, Andy. Let's get out of here. Keep crawling.
All right, come on out of there. Oh, excuse me.
Nice day.
Police?
I beg your pardon.
He's coming this way.
I think we done give him the slip.
Yeah. But by the way, Andy, better let me have the film for safekeeping.
Oh, yeah. I thought I'd give it to you while we was running.
No, Andy, you had it. You done had it all the time. Must be in your pocket or someplace.
No, sir. It ain't here.
Andy, you mean to say that you done lost the thing?
I don't know what to think. I could have sworn I'd give it to you. Oh, me. Maybe it hopped out of my pocket whilst I was running.
Andy, you big dummy, you done lost that film. There goes our $1,000 reward. Get out of my sight before I lose my temper. You are the dumbest man that ever lived.
I'm sorry, Kingfish, but I couldn't help it. Maybe...
Out of my sight. I never want to see you again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Calhoun, I really put one over on Andy. The poor dummy thinks that he lost his film.
Now, let me get this straight. Do you mean to say that you taking that down and getting the money for yourself?
That's right.
And is you trying to tell me that you going to jip Andrew H. Brown, your lifelong friend, out of what is rightfully his?
Well, yeah.
And is you inferring that you wants me, Algonquin J. Calhoun, to be a part of this low-down, underhanded scheme?
Yep.
Sounds like one of the best ideas you had in a long time.
Now, here's where you come in, Calhoun. I figured the safest way would be for you to take the film down to the police station and have them develop it.
You wants me to take it down?
Of course. With that crook roaming the streets, I'm scared to stick my neck out the door. You'll take the thing down there for me, won't you, Calhoun?
Well, yeah, Kingfish, I'll take it down there for you.
Thought you would. Because we as brothers in that great fraternity, the Mystics Knights of the Sea. And tell them the crook's picture, the last one on the film.
Okay, Kingfish. See you later, yeah? Come all right. And the picture of the crook that held up Robinson's jewelry store is the last picture on that film.
Well, here you are, Sergeant. Just like the lawyer said, the last one on the film. And a perfect picture, too.
Let me have a printer as soon as you can get it. We shouldn't have any trouble picking up that guy.
Look, now we know you did the job. We got your picture coming out of the jewelry store.
Listen, fella, the smart thing for you to do is to come clean.
This is a terrible mistake. I ain't never robbed no jewelry store in my whole life.
afternoon in old Manhattan, and most folks is going home from work to their supper that their wives had prepared for them. But when the Kingfish got home tonight, there wasn't no supper ready. And believe me, he was really put out about it.
And in the future, when I come home, I expect to find you here with my supper ready. Keep your big mouth shut. You listen to me. I tell you, you try a trick like this again, and I'll walk out of here so fast it'll make your head swim. You understand? And that's what I'm going to tell her as soon as she gets here. Yeah, I want to tell you something.
Yes, what is it?
Good evening, honey.
I certainly am tired.
Have you been somewhere, honey lamb? Have you been somewhere, honey?
If it's any of your business, I've been to a meeting of the Women's Club. And after the meeting, I went home with Miss Winslow. She's one of our new members.
Now, see yourself, you spending too much time with those old hens. Your face is here cooking supper.
Miss Winslow has such a lovely character.
What do I care?
She's got such a charming personality.
Look, I don't want you to have nothing to do with her, personality or not.
And she just come into $20,000.
When can I meet that charming creature? You say she just come into $20,000?
Yes, the story's in the evening paper. She inherited the money from an uncle. The paper's on the coffee table. It's right there in the second section.
Wow.
She's a widow, George, and confidentially, today she told me she's looking for a new husband.
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Andrew H. Brown? Come out in, Kingfish. You know, Andy, I've been thinking about you, son.
Yeah? Well, it usually costs me money when you do that.
No, Andy, I was just thinking about how lonesome you are, brother dear. Son, you ought to get yourself married.
To a woman?
Well, it's customary when a man marries to knock the lady self up with one of the neuter gender of the opposite sex, and I got just the gal in mind. She's nice, a middle-aged woman.
Kingfish, I don't want to marry no middle-aged woman.
No, Andy, that's just the kind. That's just the kind to marry. When a woman reaches middle age, she just enters into the gentle and romantic era of her life. That wonderful loveliness that only comes with approaching middle age. I tell you, Andy, when it comes to companionship, there's nothing nicer than a woman who is around 60 and sweet.
Yeah, but when it comes to smooching, I'd rather stick to the kind that's 19 and nasty.
I got just a woman for you, Andy, a Mrs. Elizabeth Winslow. Feast your eyes upon that lovely creature. What a toad. Well, it's my privilege to inform you that toad is worth in the neighborhood of $5,000 a watt.
Say, Kingfish, what is that financial remark you dropped in the conversation?
Andy, there's more to man this gal than meets the human eye. Andy, has you ever known the warmth and the companionship of $20,000?
$20,000. You know, Kingfish, she done got awful put in the last few seconds.
Yeah, would you be interested in a gal like that, Andy?
Me interested in the gal just because she's got $20,000? When can I meet her?
Now you're talking, son. But remember, Andy, when you marry a gal, I get the usual introduction fee, 35% of the take. As I was saying, 40% of the take.
Come on, Kingfish. Let's go out and get a cup of coffee to celebrate my engagement.
But, Andy, don't you think it would cut down on the traffic if you moved that bureau down there?
No, it's better the way it is. Come on.
us despite it.
Yeah. Well, not to throw a wet blanket on things, but, you know, I don't like the sound of this, Andy. You marrying a girl just 'cause she got money. After all, in marriage, money ain't everything.
Yes, Amy, it may not be everything, but adding money to marriage is like putting orange juice in castor oil. It makes the whole mess a whole lot easier to take.
Well, of course, it ain't none of my business. I just hope you're going to be happy, son.
Don't worry about me. The Kingfish is going to have Sapphire introduce me to the gal.
Well, what makes you so sure this girl going to like you?
Like me? Listen, Amos, down at the pool hall, they don't call me Passion Flower for nothing.
Listen, honey, why won't you introduce Andy to Mrs. Winslow? Now, give me one good reason.
'Cause Andy Brown is a no-good loafer. And since that article come out in the paper, Miss Winslow's got all kinds of suitors. You must be crazy to think that a woman with the money that Miss Winslow's got would be interested in anybody like Andy Brown.
Well, I never looked at it like that.
You can help me with the dishes. Why, you read about it in the society column every day, where women with as much money as Mrs. Winslow has could buy themselves a European title.
A title. Buy herself a title. A title. Well, the first thing in the morning, I think I'll go over and have a talk with Baron Brown.
Well, the next morning, with lightning's help, the Kingfish really went to work on Baron Brown. Yeah, sir, for once, Lightning was really living up to his name. Oops, here he come again. Well, it looks like the lily is really being gilded.
Well, Lightning done brought the geranium, Andy.
Yeah, how do I look, Kingfish?
Hey, you look like something out of that big operetta, The Stupid Prince.
Yeah. You say when I meet this Mrs. Winslow that I'm supposed to be a baron from Austria?
That's right, Andy. You're right off the boat from Vienna.
Okay, Kingfish, all set.
My privilege. Allow me, Baron. Make way for the Baron. The ribbon looks better inside the coat, Andy.
Listen, Kingfish, I can't go through with this. I'm too nervous.
Take it easy, Andy. We got $20,000 tied up here.
But Kingfish, he ain't gonna think I know Baron.
Oh, Andy, this gal is from the stick someplace. She ain't gonna know what's happening. All you gotta do is drop a few German words like Lieber Augustine and Wiener Schnitzel and stuff like that.
Well, you done told her we was coming, Kingfish?
Oh, yeah, I done called up and give you a big build-up, son. A big build-up.
Well, I hope she don't look as bad as the picture. That's all I got to say.
By the way, Andy, in society, we run up against an object that will provoke boisterous laughter. But common politeness dictates that you do not laugh in the object's face.
Yeah.
According to Emily Post, you giggled into a handkerchief.
Yeah.
Oh, why, Mr. Stevens, won't you come in?
I hope you done brought a handkerchief.
Mrs. Winslow, it's my privilege to present to you that famous nobleman from Europe and the continent, Baron von Braunspiegel.
Oh, how do you do, Baron? It is a pleasure to meet such a distinguished-looking man.
Likewise.
I took a liberty of having some tea made. Won't you sit down?
Listen to that, Andy. A jingle like that would make you independent for life.
Gentlemen, won't you be seated? And now, Baron, tell me, just what made you decide to leave Vienna?
Well, there was nothing left to do. You see, I never could get along very well with them foreigners.
Foreigners?
Oh, you see what the baron means is, although he's a genuine dyed-in-the-wool Austrian baron, he's also a neutralized American.
Oh, I guess that's why you speak such good English, Baron.
Oh, yeah. Actually, my father was a beauty pedestrian, but my mother was born right here on the old sod. So I didn't have no trouble losing my German brogue or something like that. Oh, yeah. Like all Europeans, the baron family was pretty well spread out, especially my mama.
Mr. Stevens?
Well, speaking of married Miss Winslow, like we was doing, the baron informed me that he's looking for a little baronet to take back to the old country to share his ancestral chapeau.
Well, I hope you find the right girl, Baron.
Well, confidentially, the reason why the baron is up here, he done seen your picture in the newspaper.
Oh. What does he think of me?
Well, he mumbled a few words in his native tongue, then he there shot up in the air like a German shepherd.
Oh, Baron, you European men are so charming. So touching. And you're fine.
Ain't it true?
Have another cake, Baron? Oh, Mr. Stevens, I can never thank you enough for bringing the Baron up today. He is just too wonderful.
Well, I can tell that the baron thinks you are charming, too. It ain't often that he condescends to mingle with the hoi-polluted. Well, I'll be running along because I know you and the baron got a lot of things to talk about.
Oh, Mr. Stevens, must you be going?
Well, according to the old slogan, three of the crowd. And I wouldn't want to interrupt any little love talk that you and the baron has in regard to finances or nothing. Oh, no. Never mind waddling to the door. I can find my own way out. Good day, Baron. And a good one to you, too.
Goodbye, Mr. Stevens.
Well, toodaloo all.
Oh, Baron, tell me all about yourself. I know you had some wonderful, wonderful adventures.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget the time when I was in Hamburg, and I was strolling down the Rue de la Paix, and I met the King of Sweden. And he came to Sweden. Baron says, how do you do? I said to him, how do you do, King?
Here we go. Dinner with Mrs. Winslow. Well, talk about your courtships of Miles Standish. It had nothing on the courtship of Andrew H. Brown. Yes, sir, Andy really played the part of a suave continental lover to perfection. Well, almost to perfection. And the next thing in order was Picnic with Elizabeth. Yes, as with all lovers, there was dancing in the dark, moonlight walks, picnics, and rides in the country. Needless to say, all this activity made quite an impression on Mrs. Winslow. And needless to say, Mrs. Winslow made quite an impression on the car. Now the boy is really closing in. And then come the fatal evening when our gallant lover popped the question.
Oh,
Ah.
Bills.
Kingfish, it's all set. The wedding takes place at high noon on Tuesday.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad you're figuring on a quick wedding. Otherwise, you're going to have creditors for flower girls.
Yeah, maybe the thing to do is to have the wedding down in the bank vault. Say, where's Amos? I got to tell him the news. He thought I couldn't pull this thing off.
Oh, he's out with a taxi cab somewhere. But I got to hand it to you, Baron. This proves that you are the lover boy of all time. 20,000 smackers.
Yeah.
I think you'll find this be a nice rooming house, mister. The elite restaurant is down on the corner there. A lot of the fellas eat there. Pretty nice, too.
Well, thanks, Bart. How much owe you?
That's $1.25 from the boulevard.
All right, here you are. Keep the change.
Thank you. You seen him down long, mister?
Well, that depends. I'm looking up someone I haven't seen in a long, long time. It's my wife. You see, I left her 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
But this is enough to bring any husband back.
Holy smoke. Mr. Winslow. Hey, Lightning, where's Andy and the Kingfish?
They ain't here.
Do you know where he is?
Yeah, I know where it is.
Well, Lightning, where did he go?
Where did who go?
Andy and the Kingfish.
Oh, them. They went over to the Eli Vineyard to get some breakfast.
Oh, yeah, Kingfish. 2 days from now, me and Miss Winslow waddle down the aisle together.
Yeah, this calls for a little ham and eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the joint kind of crowded, Andy.
Yeah, it is. Say, there's a table over in the corner with a couple of empty seats.
Yeah. Do you mind if we sit here, mister?
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is all right.
Double order, ham and eggs. Oh.
I think after the wedding, I'm going on a steady diet of filet mignon.
You would have to excuse my friend here. He's getting himself knuckleated up.
Yeah, but confidentially, mister, the old goat-eyes man is loaded with money. Well, that makes it nice.
Yeah, but me and my friend here are really going to take that gal for a ride.
Oh, yeah, we're going to live off the fat of the land. Yes. Yeah, mister, the wedding is all set for Tuesday. And me and my friend start going through our money from there.
Excuse me, I'll be back in a minute.
Don't be long, Kingfish. Yes. I tell you, mister, excuse me, mister.
I think we better sit down. This here problem is wearing out my rug.
I tell you, Calhoun, me and Andy going in debt. We got over $1,500 in bills. Andy just gotta marry this gal.
Now, listen, fellas.
You shut up. Calhoun, we gotta find some way to eliminate this other fella. Now, what must we do?
Calm down, fellas. Calm down. The thing to do is see which way the wind is blowing. I tell you, I'll get hold of this fella Winslow and have him up here for a nice, friendly chat. A nice, friendly chat. A nice, friendly chat? That's what I asked you up here for, mister. A nice, friendly chat.
Now, don't you raise your voice at me again.
Now, see here, mister. You done dated this woman 15 years ago, and she done had you declared legally dead. And there ain't no way that you can legally touch this woman's money.
I don't care about that. I got a pretty good nuisance value in this setup.
What do you mean?
Ah, listen, I don't give that for my ex-wife. All I'm interested in is money. Now, if this fella Brown was to come up with say, $1,000, I'll go town, you won't hear from me again.
Now, wait a minute. $1,000? Well, that's out the question.
Listen, all I got to do is show my face, and Brown's chances goes down the drain.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll put the proposition up to my client.
All right. I give you till tomorrow noon, or I goes up and has a talk with him. And that's $1,000 cash. You understand?
Yeah, sir. In the future, I'm going to have to start wearing bow ties.
$9.95, $9.96, $9.97, $9.98, $9.99, $9.99.50,
$9.99, $60, $70, $85. $1,000. And there you is, son, a nickel left over for you to go on your honeymoon.
Yeah, we done borrowed from every fund in the lodge hall, but we done made it.
Well, I'll get this over to Winslow. But the first thing we do when we get the widow's money is put this back.
Yeah, we can't ship the brothers.
I'll say, Andy, and if any of the brothers should happen to kick the bucket, we got to keep them on ice till after the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, it's 10 minutes to 12. Any minute they'll start the death march now. I tell you, son, this is the slickest thing we done ever pulled.
Oh, yeah. 10 minutes from now, I promise is to love, honor, and obey $20,000.
Well, I hope he works out and you're going to be happy anyway, Andy.
Yeah. 10 to 12, all right. I guess by now Mrs. Winslow has arrived here at the church. We sure put one over on that husband of hers. Getting him out of town was one of the smartest things we ever did.
96, 97, 98, 99, $1,000. We sure put one over on that Andrew Brown.
Steady, Tom. Having you posed as my missing husband is the best racket we ever thought of.